Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, for your key to the week, you have the Fool card. You are stepping into a brand new era. Things are about to shift, things are about to change, and things are about to move for you, my dear Scorpios. So, what do you need to know? Mars retrograde happens today as I'm filming this, and interestingly enough, Mars is your ancient ruler. It's the planet that rules you in that ancient world. So you share some traits with Aries, whether you like that idea or not, right? The difference is when Mars is in Aries, it's the masculine energy, and when Mars is in Scorpio, it's the feminine energy. Why? Because Scorpio is a feminine sign as a water sign. It has that yin sort of energy to it. Now, for your key to the week, you have the Fool card. New things, new places, new people, a new outlook, a new life that you are about to step into. And ultimately, this is about you taking a calculated risk to move ahead or move towards something with all fervor. I actually really like this for you. I think this energy is going to be great for you this week. I do feel like it's going to probably present you with a curveball or two, but nothing that you can't handle. For your actions and options, you have the Lovers card. This is the week, right? If there is someone you have your eyes on, if there is someone that you fancy, if there's someone that you think fancies you, if there is a connection between you and another person, or maybe a connection between you and, you know, 2 or 3 or several other people, this is the week for you to shoot your shot. Remember, the Lovers card isn't just about choice, which is kind of saying this week you're making that choice, right? You're stepping towards whatever or whoever you love or you're connected to in that way, in some way, shape or form. Now, because you've got the Lovers card here as well, it does represent love. It represents emotions and connections. It represents relationship ties, love, sex, intimacy, you know, all of the things that you happen to actually naturally be attuned to. This is the week. If you are single, I don't condone cheating. If you're in an open relationship and you're both agreed, that's totally your thing, right? And you're honest and you're open about it, that's cool. It just needs to be consensual. It needs to be properly open. But if you are single, this is the week for you to shoot your shot. This is the week for you to go after that person that you are enamored by, that person that you feel like you could love, that person that you feel like you could, you know, that makes you feel like you could conquer the world. Maybe that's what it is. This is the week where you have, you know, everything behind you to get maybe to get the answer that you're hoping for. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Knight of Cups, unless they beat you to it, right? Remember, the Knight of Cups is an offer or a declaration of love. So the fact that you've got this next to the Lovers card, that is someone declaring their feelings for you. And because you've got the Lovers card in your actions and options, which is about what you do or what you choose, this kind of suggests that you may end up having a conversation with, you know, with your intended, that maybe comes completely out of the blue. The Fool card, maybe it happens organically and spontaneously, and before you know it, you're kind of professing and confessing your feelings for each other. This could be a very, very powerful energy for love. This could, and you guys know me, I'm not one of these like, oh, you know, just love and, you know, relationships and they're coming back, what have they got to say? Like, I'm not one of those readers. It doesn't work for me. I think there's too heavy a focus on that with tarot readers these days. And I don't think it's genuine. I think a lot of it, you know, this is not me bashing anyone, but I think a lot of it's about a view count, rather than, you know, like if you specialize in that, then that's fine. But it seems that everybody specializes in that at the moment. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's your thing, go for it. But yeah, this could be a very powerful and very potent week for love. So very, very chuffed for you. Also, because it's communications and conversations, One thing you need to be aware of, because remember the Lovers card can be about choice. You may be presented with an alternative to the job that you currently have, or maybe the schooling or the academics that you currently have. Just something for you to think about. For your money and materials, you have the Seven of Cups. Do not mix business with pleasure this week. And when I talk about this, I'm not talking about, you know, I mean, maybe for some of you it will be about the person that you fancy, but I'm talking about, you know, especially for those of you that are in new bonds or new relationships, this is not a time to mix finances with the relationship, because it could get messy very quickly. It looks like as well, when it comes to the finances, maybe there's a little bit of you trying to spread yourself too thin. So here's what I'm going to say to you. If you are trying to save, maybe you're being a bit too ambitious with what you're putting away each month. It's better to save 50 quid a month than, you know, 500 and then have to keep dipping into it for several reasons. But, you know, at base level, save what you can, what's going to be practical, you know, to do. When it comes to the home and the environment, there could be a temptation to welcome somebody into the home this week, and it might very well be this person. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying if you're going to mix stimulants and intoxicants, you know, it could end up being very hot and heady, but it could also end up kind of maybe fizzling out faster than you would like. So just try to keep on top of that. For your health and vitality, so it's right underneath the Lovers card. This is a good week for you to look after your upper body. So if you have a training program or a regime, try to incorporate more upper body sort of stuff. All right. For your love and relations, you have the Five of Wands. So the chances are you are either maybe it looks like you're either going out this week, or there's an invite to go out, and you could be connecting with somebody that is that has that, what's the word? You could be connecting with somebody that has, or whoever it is that you're connecting with them in a group. So, you know, you could find that you're in that kind of energy. It's just one thing for you to be aware of. For those of you that are partnered, it looks like there's more socializing that needs to be done, but you probably want to be aware of sometimes adding more people to the mix isn't necessarily, you know, the best answer. All right, it's good to be social, but if you know that that's going to cause problems, maybe think about, you know, do our friends really coincide? Like, do they get on? Like, is this a good mix of people to bring together? That's the question that you're probably going to need to ask yourself for those of you that are already in relationships. All right. Anyway, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments, if it's not too personal or clandestine, how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.